How you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. I'm going through some old comics today, and here we are, Captain America 100. Okay, big premiere issue. Well, why does it say big premiere issue when this is the 100th issue? Well, because this is Captain America's first Silver Age appearance in his own comic. The original Captain America comic from the 40s lasted until the 50s, and then it was canceled. And that was with Atlas Comics, and now in Marvel Comics, Captain America debuted in Avengers #4, and then he was given half the title in Tales of Suspense, with Iron Man. Half the comic book was Iron Man, half the comic book was Captain America. I think I said that right. And Tales of Suspense was canceled with issue 99, and then issue 100 was just given to Captain America. So this is actually Captain America's debut comic for Marvel. I know that's confusing, but I told you that trade deal that DC Comics was like distributing Marvel Comics, and they limited the sales, so the comics were split to get all the characters out. But that's the way it goes. So this is basically Captain America #1, but not volume 2. So here we have the big premiere issue, Captain America. Look at this beautiful Jack Kirby cover. And this is the Black Panther. Remember I told you that they kind of give him blue highlights because of the limited printing. It kind of looks, so you on the cover they get away with it because it's better paper. But look, it almost looks like a silhouette, a smudge. There's really no depth to the character at all because all the black just kind of blends in. Here we have Iron Man with the horned helmet. We got some Thor, Giant Man, the Submariner. This is Agent 13, Sharon Carter, and the Wasp. So it's the Avengers and Namor. So let's take a look. I have almost no recollection of this story. It was stapled improperly, so the back cover doesn't seem to match up with the front. Other than that, it's in really good condition. Blemishes fade as the skin clears. Just try it for 7 nights, and then you can boogie down. So here we have, this is a retelling of Captain America's second origin. His first origin, this first, because the improper stapling, this is going to be hard to keep open. The first origin we all know is puny Steve Rogers took the super soldier serum and everything. But and then you see in the movie it was the Red Skull, crashed the plane and he froze. But in the comics, it was Baron Zemo. So here we have Steve Rogers frozen in the ice. So let's look at the credits. We got Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, embellished by Sid Shores, who I know nothing about, lettered by Artie Smek, that name came up, treasured by Irving Forbush. Irving Forbush was an imaginary character. It was a fictional character, and it was Marvel trying to get like an Alfred E. Newman. So Marvel had like a humor comic called Not Brand X, and Irving Forbush was the Alfred E. Newman of Mad Magazine. Okay, 1967. Okay, copyright 1967, but this comic came out in 1968. So, okay, I'm being really careful because it doesn't want to open. So, the figure in the ice is being worshipped by these Eskimos, and Namor ain't having any of that. He's like, screw you primitive people, and he takes the iceberg and he throws it in the water, and it drifts down where the ice starts to melt, and the Avengers find him. Look at that shield. I recognize him. Could it be? It's Captain America. So that's how and he wakes up. I like the idea that the super soldier serum is always trying to preserve the host's life. So, if basically Captain America's his body was put into peak perfection, and I like to think of it as if it doesn't kill him, the super soldier serum will find a way to preserve his life. So there you go. So now he was knocked unconscious the last issue, so he's daydreaming, and he wakes up, and here he is. T'Challa, the Black Panther, is saved. Oh, look at it. They're using black highlights in this comic. Oh, cool. I always liked it when they actually made the Black Panther's costume black rather than purple or blue. So here they're fighting. Look at that leg. I could hear the voice again. So he's groggy. It was I guess last issue was a cliffhanger. Tales of Suspense 99. So he's waking up in the middle of a fight. Here we have some. Oh, here's Notbrand Ek right here. And they usually made fun of DC. And here comes Daredevil. Daredevil fights Doctor Doom. On sale now. Shamed by your English? This guy will teach you to speak proper English. You can soon speak and write like a college graduate if you let me help you for 15 minutes a day. Yeah, there you go. Don Bolander, MA, University of Chicago. He will teach you gooder English. Okay, so look at this splash page. We got a Captain America being held at gunpoint by Agent Zero, who's really Sharon Carter, but she's posing as Irma something, a minion of Baron Zemo. So he doesn't recognize me. He doesn't yet realize who I am. We've both sworn to give our lives to defense and freedom, and yet how can I do this? So she's Irma Cruel. So Zemo's ordering her to kill Captain America. Zemo doesn't know that it's really S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Sharon Carter, and apparently Captain America doesn't recognize Sharon Carter. I think this is his introduction to Sharon Carter. He only knows Peggy Carter, her aunt. So she fires and misses. T'Challa knocks him down, or they're play acting. I don't know. So some acrobatics going on. Baron Zemo's like, what's going on? The 5-panel. I love the 5-panel. Okay, so she's explaining, we'll get the solar ray, will threaten America. I love that. Explain all your plans while two of the greatest physical specimens are just laying there not dead. You know, you mustn't use the flying death ray. So here, T'Challa and Captain America are plotting, scheming. Apparently, they're doing it very slow. And here's the orbital satellite that's going to use the solar ray. And look at this wonderful cosmic Kirby drawing. Look at that. Look at that. Just so cool. So Irma Cruel, who's really Agent Sharon Carter, is she caused it to miss the first time, and now she's actually sabotaging the controls. I guess enough's enough with this undercover. She's a spy. She's Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. Shoot her. I faced 1,000 deaths, and I'll save the world from a madman like you. So now Captain America is attack. U.S. government supplies. Cool. Get a Jeep, get cannons, cats, binoculars. Wow, pretty cool. I wonder if they have like machine guns and tanks. So here's all hell's breaking loose. Look at these. The two of the best hand-to-hand combatants in the world. You know, these Baron Zemo goons don't even have a chance. Look at that. He's going to fire the gun. Cap just smash the shield up against the gun and smashes it. And then just a punch to the neck. Look at that guy's face just wrinkling from impact. And Sharon Carter isn't a weakling either. She's grabbing this guy. That gun, I don't know. I just love the way it fires. It just looks like it would just murder you. And then look. Remember I said in the Avengers #1 that Kirby is fast and loose with anatomy, and you could argue a lot about, like, I don't think he's classically trained, but one thing you can't argue with, that punch hurt. Look at the motion. He's a absolute master of action and motion. Oh God, that just hurt. In Agent 13, oh Cap, I was afraid that we'd never find each other. So he was looking for Agent 13. He was told that Agent 13 would help him out. But all he knew that she was Irma Cruel. Just absolute chaos going on. Baron Zemo scrambling. Going, what's this? Zack happens again. You're too late. So all three of you are doomed. Baron Zemo in the comics. I guess I should talk about this. I kind of just let it slide. But Baron Zemo in the comics was, of course, a Nazi agent. I think he was from like a highfalutin Prussian background. And he invented two things. A death ray and Adhesive X. And Adhesive X was a super glue that they were going to use for like military applications. And he was firing the death ray at Captain America, and Captain America threw the shield, shattered the Ease of X, and it penetrated Baron Zemo's mask, so that mask is permanently affixed to his face, so he can't take it off. So of course he hates Captain America. So they're getting hightailing out of here. Stand back. This is a task for the Black Panther. I can sense an ambush, no matter how well concealed. Remember, he has all of his senses are heightened, so he has it up on Captain America. Right over here, you can kind of see the limitations of the printing process. You don't have any depth. That just looks like a silhouette or a shadow. You know what I mean? That doesn't look like it has any 3D because of all the black. That's just the limitation of the paperwork. Look at this. So Black Panther comes out here, and all of these goons are there. That's just cool. And they start firing at him. He's like, I'm getting out of here. It's a good thing that the buttons are completely obviously labeled. Shuts the door, and they're just smashing it so that they can't get in. Smash the. He may be Black Panther, but he's not taking in those small circumstance, a small situation, and those well-armed guards. That'll be crazy. So Captain America is helping the lady up, deflecting some stuff. He's firing back at them. They're going through the classic trope of going through the air ducts and everything. You'd think supervillains would have grates or smaller air ducts. Look at him. He's just blasting. Blam, blam, blam. These guys are like, we're going to have to throw a grenade in there. Throw a grenade in that tube. And you, shield or no shield, the spraying shrapnel will kill them all. Just throw a grenade in there, you idiots. So Baron Zemo, I always thought his face looked like an eraser in the comics. He's got these gloves and this like mink fur around him. He's just this like arrogant Prussian elite family. What is this? Oh, Frank Zappa, only in it for the money. All right. Wow. I've seen this ad before, but I never realized it was Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. That's funny. So you see, he could see his features because the Ease of X got the mask to just affixed to his skin. So he's like, "Don't worry, they're already defeated. I have the ultimate bodyguard." So Black Panther punches out and drops down to the ground and immediately gets hit. So much for his heightened senses there. And he has this robot thing, and I guess robots need to wear metallic underwear. So Captain America comes out and smashes it with the shield, and here they are fighting. Look at that. Like I said, the anatomy and everything is off, but you can't argue with that. Look at that motion and that impact. Black Panther does what I guess it's a suplex, smashes it on its head, and they're just fighting, man. They're going all out against this thing. It seems to have them on the ropes. He'll kill them both. I can't just stand by. Good. Well, you shouldn't stand by. You're a shield agent. And she's firing at it. It took a direct hit. Didn't even falter. Okay. Scratchy eyelids. You can have a He-Man voice. Ugly blackheads out in seconds. Play guitar. Rare stamps. New African stamp collection. Some pretty cool ads. So now he's going after Agent Carter. Captain America ain't having any of that. They're wrestling. Look, I just think that this fight was probably padding to get the page count up. So my hunch paid off. We smashed his mobility control. He'll never move again. Yeah, how convenient. It is impossible. Nothing can topple my Destructon. Your robot was powerful, as you claimed, but you gave him an Achilles heel. By destroying his control studs, he becomes totally... Hey, good. Tell him exactly how to improve his model next time. You frustrated me for the last time. Fire at will. It won't work, Zemo. You've made your final mistake. Hold your fire. You're fighting on behalf of an imposter. This isn't the real Baron Zemo, and I can prove it. And the mask comes off. That's why it's a big deal. I noticed that his face mask was loose. Zemo's mask was tight as a drum. Nobody could ever remove it like this. I admit it. I'm not Baron Zemo. See? Now I recognize you. I was Zemo's pilot. I flew over the site the day he died, and I waited till his death was forgotten, and I returned to the site. I studied him. So here's a guy pretended to be Zemo. Traitors, we serve only Zemo. Don't you see? So this guy fires and kills the false Zemo. And Black Panther's like, lay down your arms, okay? you have no leader, you have no cause, and I'm just happened to be the king of Wakanda. They were in the country of Wakanda. This Baron Zemo, well, false Baron Zemo, had a base in Wakanda because he was stealing vibranium. So they're just like, he's like, don't worry, you were duped. I'll get you a fair trial. I'm not saying you're gonna go free, but I'll get you fair. So they're like, what choice do we have? And Cap gets the girl. Well, Black Panther did all the work. So they're already arm in arm. Here comes Nick Fury. Yep, that's Nick Fury in the comics. That's oh God, why can't I think of Dum Dum Dugan, the old walrus. And Shield is gonna he's launching missiles at the solar ray satellite, and now they're flying off in this crazy Jack Kirby designed helicopter type thing, and here they are. So now he's telling Black Panther, why don't you go to America, and as long as Captain America, next issue, the Red Skull, sorry, I got distracted. Since I'm no longer on active duty with the Avengers, they have a vacancy in their roster, which I hope will be filled by the Panther. So Black Panther, right from this comic, goes to the Avengers, and in Avengers 51, he joins the Avengers for the first time and takes Captain America's place. And I kind of think that's a neat swap, because they're basically the same power set, you know, the perfect human, whereas Captain America has the shield, Black Panther has the heightened senses. So they've established a friendship and respect between the Black Panther and Captain America that goes back, to the mid '60s. So this is the Marvel in-house news. The T-shirts, I've seen this ad so many times. I just love these. That's okay. I've talked about Marvel, Captain Marvel. That was his original costume. So at this point in 1968, that's what, if you bought Captain Marvel comics, that's the superhero. That's what he looked like. That's the Kree soldier uniform. And let's yap with Cap. This is the letters page. I always like to look and they put some drawings in to kind of cheat a little bit. Deborah, see, there's always women comic book fans. Steve Paulwart, D. Dwayne Mathis, Jim Mans. Okay, I don't recognize any of these names. And two women, and Jeff Stackhouse. Okay, the fourth sleeper. So here we go. The Revolutionary War. There's a whole chest of fun. X-ray specs. We're looking for people who like to draw. Says Norman Rockwell. You can see, because the improper stapling, some of the pages come out. This cover closes a little, maybe an 1/8 of an inch. So here we go. This is the Captain America comic. This 12 cents. Marvel Comics Group. So Marvel is out from under other people distributing the comics, and they could put out as many comics as the market will allow, and all these guys are getting their own. So Iron Man's getting his own title. Thor already had his own title. Submariner gets his own title, and then Ant-Man and Giant Man are in the Avengers. Black Panther gets I think in a couple of years he gets Jungle Action, which was a really good, I thought an important series. And then it was followed up with his own comic, Black Panther 1 by Jack Kirby, that I already talked about, which I think was just mediocre at best. So there you go. It's Captain America 100. This is the first Captain America comic, first titled solo comic under the Marvel name, because his first, even though he's originally Marvel, it was Timely Comics that Timely became Atlas, became Marvel. They were all the same company, but this is the first under the Marvel banner. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like, please subscribe. I enjoyed looking at it. I haven't seen this in a while. Bye-bye.